Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while since the last time I made a video. There's been serious issues on my side where I lost 100 gigabytes of data from all my projects over since I was a teenager really, and I sent all my hard drives to a company in England, a professional company, to get them recovered. And they couldn't recover the data. So this started in the end of November, and I started to make this video. Then I had no data, I had no photos, no images of my past projects, and I nearly lost a whole lot. I nearly cried, and so things are looking up because I actually got all my data back at the start of the week. I didn't get it recovered, but I had a backup online and I didn't realise I had. Dropbox, there was a backup on Dropbox that was uploaded about a month ago, so it wasn't even that long ago, or 2 months ago, sorry. A month before November, so October time. So that's the story, and I never got no projects uploaded, so this is the first project since. I'm not planning to bring out any of my really good projects out to the terrible weather because it's cold outside today. You'd think it's going to snow. It might snow actually, just on the weather forecast. But so this project is a simple project that was made to benefit another project, and it's actually quite good. It's cheap and cheerful. It works, you know, and it's designed for folding metal. So this is the project here. And it's just a car jack welded into a frame with 2 nylon blocks at the bottom as a V, or the V's at the top and the formers at the bottom. And it's just a car jack for folding metal or brackets for, like, say, wall brackets, or brackets for anything that you're looking to build. So anybody could build this wee simple jack. As I say, it was built to benefit another project, as you will see at the photos at the end. It was designed to not score more polished stainless flat bar when they were being folded. So we're going to take this project now outside to the daylight. I'll do a demonstration of it working, and hopefully you like it. So I'm actually standing in the middle of a field right now. Around at my house, the cars was very noisy, the road traffic, so I decided to come round to a bench instead in the field. So I'm going to demonstrate this project, simple project, working now. This project was built to benefit another project, which will come much later, maybe in the spring when the weather picks up, because I don't want to bring them out to the miserable weather. So I'm going to use this impact gun and this 1/2-inch ratchet to drive this socket, which turns a car jack. The car jack is a Japanese jack, so they usually come in bronze and silver, zinc plated. This here's a screw with 2 brass bushings in here. So the reason I say to use a Japanese jack is they are usually much stronger than French jacks and even German jacks. So I used also a diamond shaped jack, so the force on this plate, which is welded into the end of the jack, is centralized here at the base of the jack. So usually that's where the jack would sit on the ground, like so, but I have the base cut off it here, and it's just welded onto a bit of angle iron steel, mild steel. So this is the top, and this is the bottom. So I'm going to clamp this to this bench. Usually you would clamp it into a vise, but I have took it out of the garage because it's not very bright in there today. So this is 2 uprights, just basically a mild steel tube, 38mm I think it is, 32mm even. The jack is welded to a base at the top, and these uprights is welded to the base too. Or this is the base and this is the top, and then there's a socket welded onto the end here to drive the screw. You can either turn this with a ratchet, a 1/2-inch ratchet, or the likes of a impact gun, 1/2-inch impact gun. It's not required, but I'm just bringing it around for demonstration. They bend all these. So I am going to bend 6mm stainless steel, 3mm stainless steel. There's a few samples here just to check. 2mm stainless steel. You can drive that down with the ratchet very easy. You can drive the whole lot of them down with the ratchet very easy, but it's just a demonstration of the gun too, the impact gun. So one last thing to talk about on this here device, or this folder, is alright, I'll give you a discussion about this first. So this plate here welded onto the clamp, or to the jack, is just about a 6mm plate, similar to this, these bits that I'm going to fold, and it's just tapered into a nice V at the end here. These blocks is nylon blocks. Could have been made in one piece, but I made it in 2 pieces for handiness, so you can cut it in the bandsaw, the angles off the end. So the angle in the V at the minute sits at 80 degrees. This allows you to bend over 90 degrees, if that makes sense. If this was 90 degrees, you wouldn't be able to bend past 90 degrees. So I have the V 40, I cut this block at 40 degrees and cut this block at 40 degrees and then clamped them, the two of them together with long 130mm bolts. I think they're 130mm, but they're 12mm thick, 12mm M12 bolts. I'm going to clamp this now on the bench and do demonstrations of it and show you it working. Okay, so we're going to sample with the lighter pieces of steel first, such as the 2mm. I forgot to say, this block doesn't need to be made in nylon. The only reason it's made in nylon here is to keep it from scoring the nice mirror polished stainless that I designed this folder for. This block could be made out of a bit of wood, so you could basically cut a bit of your tree outside and just any sort of a slot so that the metal can go into. The less friction at the two edges, the better for pushing down and a nice even fold, if that makes sense. So we're going to fold these 2mm pieces of stainless first, using a ratchet. So now that the 2mm is in, we're going to bring the camera a wee bit closer. So I'm going to demonstrate it folding this 2mm using the ratchet first. Doesn't need to be centered just for this video, so here we go. So just basically turning the ratchet clockwise until you fold the metal. So this wee folder will be handy for the likes of, say if you want wee brackets to hang something up on a wall, something as simple as that. To heavier brackets for something out in, I don't know, agriculture or something. So like the likes of these 6mm brackets could be used for something much heavier. So there's the bracket folded, approximately it's probably about 89 degrees. You can push it on past 90 degrees to approximately 80 because of the V. The radius of the fold is, I don't know, it's probably about 5mm radius. So we're going to now demonstrate it folding the heavier 3mm with the ratchet. So there we go, so there's the 3mm. It's about the same length as the V. It's approximately, I think it's 70mm long. So we're now going to rattle this down with the ratchet. Then we'll move on to the gun. The gun is much easier, but the ratchet's not that hard either. So this jack is designed to be lifting a car at one end, well one corner, so it's rated to 1000 kilograms, so that's a lot of force. So that there has bent the 3mm. I'm going to keep on going. So that has bent it down past 90 degrees there now at the minute. Wait till we see this, what this looks like. So it should be about 80. So there you can see it's probably about a bit more than 80. A nice 80-degree angle. Okay, so now we're going to demonstrate bending the 6mm piece. This folder, as I said, is designed for bending 5mm mirror polished flat bar, which is 25mm wide for my project. You can see the wee black mark. Let me see if I zoom in. You can see the black mark there where I was putting the marker on to bend them. They were only about 70mm long, 25mm wide, 5mm thick. I was running there to the garage to cut these, so I didn't want to get too greedy. Didn't want to get too greedy by just putting this one piece of steel in to the folder, because there'd be a lot of stress on the jack itself. So now I'm going to bend these 6mm pieces using the impact gun, and we are bending across the grain. We're folding across again, and we're going to take it to 90 degrees using the impact gun. Oh, moved out of position there. So here we go. So there you can see we have I took it actually to 80. That was too heavy on the finger in the gun. Obviously you can tweak this with a ratchet, you don't need to use the impact gun. The jack is capable of that force, putting that force on that piece of steel at 25mm wide. I will demonstrate now with the ratchet bending the 6mm. I'll take the gun just down to as much as it. Yeah, you're always better having the steel too in the centre of the jack or the centre of the V this way. So I am now going to bend another 6mm piece using the ratchet to 90 degrees, so you can see it's nice and easy. But as I say, you're better with a Japanese jack, car jack, Honda, Toyota, Subaru. I think a Subaru jack looks similar. They are much more robust, stronger design. You don't need to use this nylon block. You can just go out and cut a bit of your tree, as I says. So that's the last piece of metal bent. That's it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a simple project to keep things simple until I bring more sophisticated projects out in nice weather. So thank you for watching. I am now going to show loads of pictures of this being made. Well, I say loads, a few. That's it. Thank you. This is the nylon block being cut for the former. So it's first going to be cut on the one section, and then going to 4 pieces cut off it, as you will see in the next image. The nylon block is then cut into 2 sections. This is the point where the V block is being formed, so a 40-degree section is cut off each of the 2 blocks. Here the 2 sections are brought together with the 2 40-degree angles, giving you the 80-degree V. Here is the very basic parts required for the folder. At this point, the folder has been tacked together. Here we have the tapering of the 6mm flat bar for the V block. The folder at this point is tacked together, ready for welding. The nylon block is being counterbored to allow the bolt head and the nut to sit flush with the face. The nylon block's mounting holes has been tapped to M6 thread. Four M6 cap bolts hold the nylon block to the base. At this point, the folder was finished, ready to do its job it was designed for, bending the mirror polished stainless steel brackets. A little grease helps reduce drag, so it eliminates scratches from the mirror polished stainless. So as you can see, there was 36 brackets. They all needed to be immaculate for the project that I was building at the time. Here was a simple process of keeping the 36 angles all at 90 degrees using a ruler for length measurement.